Hi there, collective. Kim here. Here to give you another collective reading. I'll get started on the signs, the rest of the signs tonight, I think. Because let me tell you, and I'm not here to, what do they call it? Trauma dump? I've heard that before. I'm not here to do that, I promise. I'm not here to trauma dump. But this has been a weird last, I'll say like 3 days have been really strange. There's been this energy that I didn't recognize at first as an energy. Okay, I just thought, okay, well, let me tell you what. Let me just tell you. Let's rewind it. So it kind of starts with maybe some comments triggering me. Yeah, that stuff happens. I've had a platform for a while. That stuff happens. You just transmute it, right? And then roommate decides to spout off with some really nasty, mean things to say to me. And that's like the beginning of my day a couple of days ago. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, what did I do? Why am I attracting all of this? And at this time, I'm not really recognizing that this is an energy here. And so it gets to the point where literally today, I'm noticing for the last 2 days, the cats, which are not mine, they're actually kittens, but they're the roommates. Anyway, I end up taking care of them during most days, most every day. And they're acting strange here, that they have food, like they have the best of food. They've got tuna in their in their bowls, right? But they're just tearing shit up. They're eating stuff. They're acting strange, right? And then there's me, who is feeling all of this, even in the work that I do, not recognizing that this is an energy here, right? Not recognizing it, I shut down. I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna let my dreams take it. Let's let my dreams take care of this, which is not good, but it is usually my main defense mechanism, is to let's just shut down completely. Not a good. Not advising that. Please don't do that. But so then I reach out and I'm like, look, spirit, look, angels, you all have to do something. You know, it's similar to what it's similar to what the throes of like depression or anxiety do to you. But this is something that came on. Look, it came on so sudden that it finally dawned on me. This is energy. This is something, and the reason I'm even talking about it is because if you do spiritual work, and maybe you're like me, where I will do, like, I will take on some pretty big energies for private readings, and try my best to heal a situation, or at least send that energy out, right? Sometimes I'm so exhausted afterwards that, what do? I just shut down. And so instead of being disciplined and burning my sage, saying a prayer, going outside, getting charged up by the sun, getting walk, like all of those, whatever this big energy is or was, because I do think it has moved out now, but whatever energy this was, it stopped the logical processing of what I normally do to clean the energy up, or to get like back on track, so to speak, if you could say that. It was strong. It was really strong, and I do have a really strong. I have some big cases right now. This is what I call it, big cases right now that I'm dealing with. And so when I reached out to my angels, in specific Archangel Michael, because it felt like there was something open. There was something that maybe I wasn't disciplined enough to cleanse enough after, and it was here. And even a wasp, big wasp, was showing up in my bedroom. And if you know wasp, the wasp is, every time I see the wasp, it's like a life stings sometimes. Like that's what that's what comes up in my head. Okay, so like, and then turning on some tarot videos, and the person's talking like, "Oh, you're doing so good. You're doing great," and I'm like, skip. You know what I mean? Because just wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it. And so yeah, I reached out to Archangel Michael. I saged a lot, and I need to buy some more because I got that sage from ordered it from an Indian reservation, and it's really, really potent. It's really, really powerful, and it was kind of amazing, guys, because once I did the sage, and this is not, it can't be totally in my head, because even the cats are like, they're calm now. They're calm. You know, open the window, let that stuff out. And then I went and I had a little meditation in the sun, tried to get recharged, need my vitamin D, and so everything, like the whole atmosphere has changed. Everything has changed. And there might be, I don't know, maybe there's a reason why I'm talking about it, right? Because it was amazing to me how strong, well, I mean, we all know that the things that we can't see are usually pretty darn strong. But but sometimes it eludes me, and sometimes I don't really realize how quite big these energies are until a simple prayer and cleansing, a cleaning of the house also, or I don't know, it's just calling in your angels for help, for guidance, for a specific thing, like for a specific, you know, because there's something in my heart that always knows they're always there no matter what, right? So, and interesting, before this even happened, like before I was literally about to go in hermit mode and completely shut down because of this energy, I received an email, and it says that they're just here to basically shine some light on my day. And it was so, you know, other than the comments, an email is pretty personal when you get an email, and I thought that was so nice because it was the ray of light. So if you're the person that did that, thank you, because it was a ray of light right before the cleansing began, like right before I used all of my spiritual army to help me. Wow. I don't know. Yeah. So I just want to know from Spirit, and I want to do a reading on how can we best protect ourselves, like other than the obvious, because I'm going to tell you what's strange about it was, even in the work I do, it was not obvious to me that this energy was not mine. I don't even think it was attacking. I just think it was here. If that makes sense to you, like I just think it was simply here, and it didn't need to be. It needed to be moved out. So I'm pretty sure it got moved out. Like I said, even the cats are acting better. Everything is calmer. Everything is still. And it's okay with me. Whereas before, the stillness, like I was even getting upset with the stillness. Like there was something in the energy. How ominous is that? There was something in the energy. Strange. Anyway, yeah, I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I have a breath of fresh air. Let me get some more water. Hang on one second. So you don't have to do spiritual work, though. I mean, what I'm being told is you don't have to do spiritual work to have this stuff affect you, or to have these certain energies come in and try to change everything. I'm sure it gets, like, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like energies that are getting very specific on what area that they're able to either latch onto, what chakra they're wanting to latch onto or affect. Uh, like a fog, that they can put over you. I'm seeing that. Like I say, like, going through your day, the normal things. I suppose what would probably help is to make more things a habit or a pattern. I've not always been the best with habits, patterns, and discipline. So maybe maybe it's those things. But yeah, you do not have to be in this field. Everybody's affected by energies. Well, these energies were worse for me when I was in like an actual workplace environment where there were tons of people around me. Sometimes you want to help so much all the time, you just want to send out energy that can heal as much as it can, as much as you can, and without that physical cup in front of me, sometimes I don't see when the cup's getting drained, So it's because it's really easy for me to flip a card and say, oh, Queen of Cups, well, you need to fill your cup up, when that stuff happens to me too. When I just want to give, oh, it's part of my job, it's part of life purpose. Well, I really probably felt that way even when I was like when I was a waitress, when I was a gas station attendant, when I worked at a hospital, when I worked in psych, like, no matter where I was, always trying to help so much. But you can get worn out really easy. So that's what I dealt with, and now it is subsided. Yeah. Wow. Well, so we have synchronicity. I have synchronicity first and foremost. Signs, synchronicity. Doing something over and over again, the Ouroboros. So death and rebirth, right? Death and rebirth. And the diamond. That's the pressure. I'm also, you know what I'm picking up with this? Is I'm also picking up, if you're doing any kind of meditations or work around your crown chakra or your soul star chakra, and, the chakras above, there's so many of them. We're just pointing out the main ones usually on these channels, and I do not have them all. I mean, there's over like 100, I think, of different little energy centers. There's something about feeling headaches at this time. Or any kind of ache, okay, because of whoever's being drawn to this reading. Okay, there's something to do with the transfer of energy, and it's combined with your chakras like opening, or energy centers opening. And I'm being told that your hands are very powerful. If you're watching this ability should be in you to just touch the area on you that's really hurting and send healing to yourself. Even, okay, this is going to sound strange, but it works for me, and I am a little strange, I will admit. But if you have pull it out, is what I'm being told. Pull it out if you have, because it's something that I've done for a long time, and I know it's going to sound really strange. Okay, so I don't talk about this. Only on a big platform do I decide to talk about this. Jeez, Kim. Yeah, I definitely don't talk about this around people that I meet. They would absolutely send me to a loony bin. But if you have an area that is not feeling well, even if it's due to something with chakras and energies and stuff, you can have the intent through your hands, but your hands are in this, they're made like this for a reason. You can grab the energy, or wherever you're hurting, grab the energy intently with the intent, and pull it out and then toss it. And then I would think that you probably should clean when, clean the air, because I probably need to do that actually more. But it works a lot with me, especially if it's just energy that has not gotten into you real deep yet, or it's something that you've just, like, I don't know where you could have picked something up. But things like even a backache, a stomach ache, before you like reach out for anything, try that first. Try pulling out the energy, and try pulling it literally, like physically with your hand. There's something really powerful with your hand. And anyway, the pain might go away, the pressure might go away, and and I think it's really just to who I'm talking to, or who this message is meant to reach, that's for, because I'm getting like a mastery level with these snakes going round and round and round, the Ouroboros doing something, and so multifaceted, multidimensional. Your methods are going to be unconventional compared to others. Okay, now with summer, it should sing, we have the blooming tree is well, it's fully bloomed, right? It's healthy, it's fully bloomed, it's vibrant. It could be signifying finances dramatically improving. It can be signifying abundance here in all shapes and forms. The apple can be knowledge, your knowledge. I'm also getting, and touch the place. If it's your elbow that hurt, touch it, rub it first, then do the pulling. I don't know why I'm saying elbow. My elbow's fine, but okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress, or I go back. So summer's abundance here. It is blooming. And then the apple, we have a lot of knowledge. I don't know what this is. I never really noticed that. I don't know what that is. I mean, it kind of looks like an out of focus diamond. Out of focus. And then I have Mercury, communication, travel, healing. Mercury's also, it is inspiration too. It's also inspiration. So creativity, inspiration, communication, the emerald. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of heart here. Okay. We're going to keep going. I'm going to pull from this deck. So I don't know what kind of communication you're going to be getting or receiving. I would expect that it's something, right, with the Mercury. Expect that it's something big, inspirational. You are meant to have what you're wanting, what you're desiring. What else do you have for the collective, please? Ooh, microphone. Number 8, Sagittarius, is represented on this card. So the microphone. Oh, look what's on the bottom. Emerald. You really have the emerald. Nice. And we put the deck up. That's what this is about. So I have microphone. News, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, to make known, current events, public speaking, speak truth, communicate, social media, being heard, and speaking up. You're meant for the microphone. And then it's interesting that I see this gem, because then I'm being brought back to a comment that I read the other day. It was really nice. Because it was one of the sign readings, and they said, and the big emphasis was like there was going to be a performance, or they were a performer. They're going to have something that was on display for others. Like as far as perform, like it was mainly focused on you're probably like going to be in the spotlight. And they said, well, they said I have a hobby of gems. Like I like polishing gems, like cutting gems, making gems. I don't make money off of it, but one day I might display them. And it was a good example of how whatever you're working on could be the performance too. That might be what it's talking about. It doesn't always mean that you're going to be on stage. It was just a really good example of something that you may do even for fun that is a really big talent or skill that other people would love to see, you know, or hear. Microphone. And the emerald, thank you. Thank you. Healing, fertility, eternity, reflection, humility, sexuality, rare, or a rare gem, peace, soul restoration, growth, strong relationship, balance, free-flowing love, mature love, heart chakra. That's what I was thinking, heart chakra opening. Heart chakra. And then grapes, abundance, bearing fruit, harvest, fertility, merriment, prosperity, surplus, fullness, juicy, overindulgent, tempting, goodness, plentiful, wealth, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's exactly what summer would be about. So it's like you've done something over and over, and now it's time to say something about it. Possibly. And now it's time to... Now it might be time to say something. Oh, and guys, I do offer private readings still. Those are $24. Let me just do a quick insert in the description box. It's how you can get one. You just email me or write a note on the website. It should be fine. It should be upfront and good of what you want to know. Or what you, I can't guarantee it, but what you would like me to ask, right? And I will do that for you. Anyway. So I have 8-8. 1-8-8 might be significant. Feels like something's going to bring in a lot of wealth for you. And wealth comes in, I mean, we have different definitions of what wealth is, right? And the mending card, 52. Oh, the round and round with the synchronicity. Interesting. This card and this card are very similar. There may still be something that needs mending or that needs working on. I'm going to get a Kipper card for that. And because unfinished symphony and mending. It feels like this reduces to a 7. That's a 10. It makes me feel like there is a completion to be had. There's just somewhat of a spiritual challenge. Let's say that. It's a spiritual number. And it definitely can result in some major growth. And then I have 2 with yin, with receiving. Being ready to receive. And then this came out in the first reading today, go the distance. 47. So some kind of completion that's to be had. There's something that needs to be mended. Could be anything. Could be anything. Let's see. Community. An occupation. Unfinished symphony. Something to do with community, or your community. It's positive here, being in the upright. It's positive. You have a lot of support, or something like that, energies that support the mending and the healing of your heart chakra that would occur when something here is healed. And was it Rumi that said that the wounds are slits that allow the light to pass in? Your wounds are like slits that allow the light to... I don't think it's exactly that. I'm sure he said it more poetically, but it's something like that. Like, it's ways to let the light in. So mending. The journey. 10-10. Thief. Deception. Deception or energy. So I think of energy, of taking of energy. Maybe calling back your energy. Despair. Sideways. Main female. Yin and the main female. So we have two feminine energies, all about receiving. Concern, but it's in the reverse. And thoughts. Child. Why would concern be in the reverse? I mean, unless it's telling you not to worry. But it kind of looks like there's somebody else on the card who doesn't seem very concerned or something like that. I don't know. And it's not, maybe I was having something to do with communication. Not having much communication, and so there's maybe some assumptions going on, is what I'm thinking, of someone who doesn't seem concerned. But you have the thoughts card, so there's definitely somebody who's thinking about you a lot, or you're on their mind. Aries, Leo, Emperor, Strength. Wanting you to go the distance, wanting you to do something yourself. Feels like there's something attached to mending with this person that maybe seems like they're not concerned, but I'm not so sure that's it. Like I said, I'm not sure that that's what that actually is. Page of Wands. Could be waiting on news, waiting on good news. This Emperor is wanting to stay at the bottom of the deck. This can be it can be a playful card, passionate new beginning type energy. And then asserting yourself and having control, like a chess player, like a master chess player. And then the Six of Swords, like the journey. And maybe it's a lot is thoughts, but as I was saying earlier, there's a lot about energies This could be talking about moving away from certain energies and going into a much calmer time. It's part of the journey for you to be lead in mending something, possibly with a father figure or somebody that's very authoritative. This has also got the dual nature I'm hearing of you asserting yourself too. Oh, that's what I'm picking up on. All right. You're intelligent. 6, your heart is your gift. You're a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice, a protector of those you love and nurturing. 999, thank the past for the lessons and leave it where it belongs so that you can make the best of a life that's waiting to be fulfilled by only you. Oh, you know what I get from this? There's some Nikola Tesla here with the 3, 6, and then 999. Big focus on the endings and having something actually complete. Instead of round and round and round, something actually completing. Okay, this card says 3, expression comes naturally to you. You're very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You're able to get others on board with your ideas. I am charismatic. Number 3. So interesting. All right, and that's what I've got for you all. I'm sending you love. Bye.